Keep walking straight.
Straight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep walking.
Okay.
Keep walking.
Am I
Keep walking. You're doing very good. Keep going.
Is there a step coming up?
No, keep going.
Are you sure?
I'm in front of you the whole time.
Tell me when there's a step.
Do you trust me, Chelsea?
Yeah, I trust you. Ah! I feel wind.
Don't worry, that's wind. Here, no.
There's a bush.
Trust me, trust me. A little bit faster. You're right now. You're right. Straight. Straight. A bit more to your left. Keep going. Stop!
There's a pole, Jordan.
Turn a little bit left. Go left. Very good. Go right. Walk straight. Go. I'm taking you to a land you've never seen before. That's a bend. Turn right. Walk straight.
Okay.
Left a bit.
Left.
Bit right.
Right.
Walk straight.
What? Make up your mind.
Right, stop. Now bend down to the flowers on your right hand side and smell them. Smell the flowers.
I don't smell anything.
Alright, do it again. Smell the flowers. Smell. Now, young people, in Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 1, it says, now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. It's amazing. When you break it all down, our hope is simply Christ. And we can have a faith, in other words, we can have a confidence in the person of Jesus. When you know who God is, that is what true faith looks like. True faith looks like knowing who God really is and his promises that he's spoken over our lives. It's amazing when you skip down to verse 8 actually of the same chapter. It says, by faith Abraham went to this land that God had called him to, even though he's never seen this land in his life. He had no idea, no clue whatsoever how to get to this promised land. But God said, I have a land for you, and out of that land I'm going to make a great nation. And because Abraham knew God, he had a confidence in the person and character of God, and so therefore he believed God at his word. And in fact, what happened is that Abraham ended up going to the very place that God ordained him to be. And it's such a perfect picture actually of our Christian lives, young people. We are called to believe God, but not just believe him, know him. Because how can I believe a God who I do not know? But the fact is, when we do know God, it gives us such a confidence. This God is not just some wish-washy, airy-fairy man in the sky. No, he is a loving, faithful Father who has a plan and purpose for your life to prosper you and not to harm you. And you might have seen in the video how I instructed Chelsea to go left, right, dodge this, dodge that, and she did, and she did so because
I ran into a pole.
She nearly ran into the pole, but hey, I did pretty good as an instructor, right? I mean, she loves me, she cares about me, and she knows that I love and care about her, so she could trust me. But if I can lead her while she's blindfolded, how much more can God lead you and me? So again, young people, know God is having confidence and faith in our Creator.
And in verse 9, it says that by faith, he made his home in the promised land as a foreigner in that country, right? And so when I read that, I was like, this is such an incredible message, because for our youth, many of you guys may feel similar to how Abraham felt. Maybe you feel like foreigners of this land. Maybe you don't feel like you belong in this country because you're not Swiss or French or whatever the case may be. But just know that just like God has a promise for your parents' life, just like God carried your parents here and brought them here for work or ministry or different purposes, God has a promise over your life too. And he has that promise, and he's fulfilling and walking it out through you. So don't lose hope in that. Don't lose confidence in that. And the more that you stand firm and secure, knowing who God is and how he sees you, the easier it is for you to walk that out in faith and knowing that God has his hand of protection over you. He has a promise over your life, and he wants to use you just like he's using your parents, exactly where you're at, in your home, in your schools, in your friend groups, in your youth group. God wants to use you. Use your mouth to encourage people. Use your actions to be able to make people feel God's love and his acceptance. And so I just want to encourage you guys, to be confident in that, that you're not accidentally here. You're not just foreigners of this land. Like in that verse, it says that he made a home. He made his home there. That means he set down roots and he claimed it as, this is now my home because this is where God planted me. This is where he brought me. So maybe you feel ill-versed, well-versed, or completely ignorant to the culture and customs here. None of that matters. God placed you here, and that's all that matters. He placed you in the family that you're at. So he placed you in the family that you're at. He placed you with your friend groups and your schools for a reason. So just be encouraged and know God wants to use you. Have faith that he is faithful in your life and he wants to walk through you in every scenario.
That's so good. Have confidence in God by knowing him. And that is how we walk as Christians, just like Abraham did, just like Moses did. By knowing their God, they were able to walk in the confidence of what God has called them to be and called them to do. So